Hey guys, what's going on? Star Wars Ultimate Unlimited. I would really say the Ultimate Unlimited, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm just tired right now, and it's like almost 10 o'clock at night. So we're doing a little bit of a late video here. Might be a little bit dark, but bear with me. I just not came back from my pre-release tournament, but my pre-release tournament was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Didn't end till about like quarter to five, I think. And I had a good time. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. We had about 7 people there show up and have a good time with our pre-release kits. Pre-release kit was fun. It was enjoyable. It was exciting to be a part of. And like I said, just friends and other players and stuff like that. It was great to see them. Great to meet them again. With a nice little caveat of fun in between playing games and talking about the set and stuff like that. So without further ado, I kind of reverse engineered the 6-packs that came in my pre-release kit. And these are all open, so I know what they are. But so I just wanted to show you guys what this was when I opened them up at first. So I was hoping to play Dooku. I wanted to play Dooku so bad. But alas, I did not play Dooku. So we'll start with the first pack here, and this is actually very interesting because open the first pack up. I'm like, okay, cool. So we got an Obi-Wan right off the bat here. We got the Nest, Strategic Acumen, Series Officer, Gunship, Coruscant Guard. I call him the Coruscant Guard. What do I call him? The Crescent Guard? I call him the Crescent Guard. Grenade Strike, Infantry at the 212th, Droid Cohort, Saber Tank, Hotshot V-Wing, Disruptive Burst, Blood Sport, a nice Hyperspace Lethal Crackdown, which is actually really cool. I did get my Invisible Hands I was looking for in the box, so I'm pretty happy with that, and an In Pursuit in foil. So with that being said, we have Obi-Wan as a potential leader. Actually, I'll do it probably later on. We'll cut it really quick. But so far so good. I got an Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan, from what I heard in that, is not too terrible in draft. So second pack here, we got what I wanted to play was Anakin Skywalker. Another hyperspace one. I got the KFC mining facility. The KFC mining facility. Looking really good so far. B1 attack platform until I realized that Anakin is actually heroism, not villainy. Starfighter, merciless contest. You've seen these all before. Droid to carry out security. George Spider Guard, breaking in. Light interceptor, disruptive burst. I got 2 disruptive bursts, and that sounds really interesting to me right now. Bloodsport, Soulless 1. I did get a Foresight for a rare, and a foil Captain Typho. So the blue is looking pretty good right now. And right now I'm just opening up packs. I don't really... I kind of separate them between heroism, villainy, and the normal stuff, too. Next pack here, we got Mr. Django himself. I'm not going to play Django Fett, obviously. With Tropicana City. Little Red Senatorial Corvette. Wartime Trade Official. Subjugating Starfighter. Relentless Rocket Droid. Another Merciless. A 41st Elite Corps. A Geonosis Patrol Fighter. Phase 2 clone troopers are pretty clutch. Security team, I got another Asajj Ventress, so I got a full playset now. Sword and Shield, and we got an R2-D2, which is actually pretty good. And then I pulled the Maul himself, Darth Maul. I pulled a legendary out of my 6 packs. That makes me super happy. Unfortunately, he is villainy, so. And a calculating Manga Guard. So we have a Darth Maul. I'm thinking, okay, we could play red because I got a lot of pretty decent red cards. And yeah. So next we got Quinlan Voss. And we've got Lair of Grievous. Bomber, Transport, Arc 170, Drop-In, Heavy Pursuer Tank. The Falcon Ion Tank. Droid Cohort, Clone Trooper, Demolisher, Sanctioner Shuttle, Echo, Captain Typho, Brain Invaders, and Guerrilla Insurgency Rare. Now I see this one has a lot of yellow cards, and Quinlan is looking pretty interesting, especially those phase 2 clone troopers, the ones that ambush out at 3. So I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, All right, we might have something here. And we see how we have Padme here. Padme, we're just skipping. You see the foil daughter of Dathomir there, which is nice. So she was hyperspace. Bactoid spider droid, soldier of the 5 first. I did get a Vanquish, and that kind of piqued my interest a little bit, which is really good. So Padawan Starfighter on the doorstep, heroes on both sides, freelance assassin, tri-fighter, sword and shield, Padme, a Sand Hill, and a daughter of Dathomir foil. Like to get that in hyperspace. That's pretty cool. So, and then finally, ultimately, we got another Padme. So we knew Padme was not going to be on the list here. 501st Squadron of Soldiers, Droikia, security, resupply, hyperspace, creative thinking, another dwarf, another creative thinking. So I got 2 creative thinkings in the same pack, which is pretty cool. ETA-2 light interceptor, reprocess. My neighbors are upstairs. Can they shut the hell up? Death by droids. They should be dead by droids. Heavy. And I got a Barriss Offrey. I mean, it's a 1. It's not bad. And then another foil B1 security team. So, given the leaders that I had to work with, I will say that having Padme is not the smartest move in the bunch here. So I went with, I saw Quinlan. I'm like, okay, Quinlan looks pretty decent. He looks pretty cool. I do have a lot of yellow cards in terms of that. We do have Django. Django might have worked out, but like I said, right now I don't know because I have a lot of just like different color cards, and we'll break it up. We'll break it up after this, and we got Obi-Wan. So we have ourselves here at least a couple of units that I want to play. So number one, let's just say this. Take her out. The hell with Padme. Padme, I mean, we had somebody play Padme today, and we'll talk about that during the matchups that I have here. So that was that. And then I went with, I took out Django, because the Django's whatever, and it was between these 3. It was Quinlan, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. Initially, I was going to go Anakin, but I'm like, no, we're not going to go Anakin because I have a lot of heroism cards. I'm not necessarily too sure how he would fit. But then, like, I don't have a blue base, so I'm like, okay, I have a blue base. But then I had a lot of, like, yellow cards, which are, cunning cards and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, Anakin's on a maybe. Obi-Wan, no. The ability is not really too hot, and it's between both Anakin and Quinlan. And I'm like, okay, who do I pick? So ultimately, I came to the conclusion, and you'll see in a second the breakdown here on this thing, what I picked and why I picked it and stuff. So I took out Anakin, and I stuck with Quinlan Vos as my leader, and I gave him a blue base to do it. So we'll do the break, and then we'll show you what I have in its form. Sorry about the shaky camera. I don't have a elaborate setup and stuff like that. We're really old school here. So let's talk about what we have here as far as Quinlan Vos and blue. I looked at what I had here so far. A lot of the cards here, it didn't really stem too much on villainy as much. So I was just like, okay, this is not really good. So let's talk about the villainy for a second. We do have a Darth Maul in here, which is really good. And then there's a lot of just, Vanquish and disruptive bursts as well that really showcase that, okay, we have kind of a lot of cards in here. We got a lot of cards in yellow, along with an R2-D2, which is really good. We also have a lot of, a butt ton more in heroism than we do in villainy. Villainy was just like three of them are merciless, and that was it. So I didn't really get a really good core for villainy, which made me ultimately just get rid of the villainy cards right off the bat. This regular normal card that can just go away. It's kind of a whatever card. And then I looked at what I had here. Only one in terms of the villainy for greens, so I didn't want to do that. So that kind of knocked that whole entire idea out. And then I had maybe a handful here, and just a handful of heroism in terms of the the greens. So by process of elimination, I got rid of green pretty easily. There was no really strong clone cards too. I was hoping to get something cool with green, but that didn't necessarily work out. So then I'm stuck with both red. Now red has Maul, it has Darth Maul, and it has a couple of good bomb cards, such as, you know, Bloodsport here. But blue has the Vanquish. I'm like, okay, I gotta go blue. You have to go blue. I have a couple of good cards, plus this. Captain Typhos were good, so it was tough between red. And I looked at my heroism. The heroism here is not that good, so I eliminated red out of the process. However, I actually did keep a couple of red cards and kind of put them into the blue-yellow deck. I definitely put Darth Maul in. I put in some of these blood sports as well. We'll break after this. We'll show you the full deck list in its entirety in a very nice, better pattern than showing you on here. So let's go over what I have in this deck here, and what I have is what is on the screen right now, and it's very interesting little little deck I made. So we got Barriss Offrey, I guess that's her name. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. And she's only a 1/1. It's just a nice little cheap 1-cost unit. Next thing we have here is Droid Cohort. Droid Cohort is actually really good. Little upgrade, and then when you defeat it, you can create a Battle Droid tokens. So that's pretty nice. Padawan Starfighter is really good because if I get Quinlan Voss out, there is a Force user. I can play it out. It gets an additional 1/1. It's pretty good. We also have a Added Aspect Grenade Strike just for taking care of just, you know, droids or clones or whatever. Something there. One R2D2. You know, it is what it is. It's an R2D2 unit, so it's a blue. It's not blue. It's a yellow, a white. And plus I get to draw a card off of that, so it's actually pretty cool. Creative Thinking was actually a pretty good card too. A lot of this is based on exhausting the unit, creating a clone trooper token. Pretty cool. B1 security team is there for the opening hand. Very nice 3/1 Sentinel, very annoying to deal with. Hotshot Y-Wing, got one of those. One breaking in to break through Saboteur, you know, with Saboteur to break through any shields or Sentinels. This card of heroes on both sides I didn't really play too much. Maybe once in a while, but it was always kind of a dead card in my hand. Captain Typho was actually pretty decent on 3. Infantry of the 212 was good. This also Disruptive Blast here. Disruptive Blast was a lot of fun. 2 of those, one Added Aspect, Bloodsport. Freelance Assassin, Sanctioner's Shuttle. Phase through Clone Trooper, Daughter of Dathomir, just for the Restore 2 ability. Death by Droids was also used a lot. And you have some hard removal with Vanquish, and the droids was pretty good. Darth Maul didn't really see that much play. It's out of aspect, it's a little bit too costly. If something was a little bit too crazy, then I actually would be, you know, playing Maul out right away. But unfortunately, there's no ECL, so you can't just play him right out and just hit stuff. You had to wait a few turns to get that going. Geonosis Patrol Fighter, that was okay to use, not too bad. I did use the Exploit, I think, once during a match. The ETA-2 Light Interceptors were just fodder. They never were played. I think it's just too costly. The Ion Tank was played a little bit. The Armored Saber Tank was actually played too. Multi-Troop Transport was not played too much. Invisible Hand was not played because it is at an aspect. For a 10 cost for an Invisible Hand is a little bit too much. So that's the deck. We're going to get into our matches, and we'll see how we did. So the first match was against Dan, and Dan was playing Anakin. First round was pretty even, I'd say. It was pretty even. We were struggling for board control and stuff, and when you deployed Anakin, I knew this was going to be an issue because, of course, if I keep hitting his base, Anakin's going to get even stronger and stronger and stronger, so I avoided Anakin as much as possible until I found the solution. The solution was trying to one-shot him. And eventually I did, and it was actually good. And so, yeah, so I didn't want to do any extra damage to the base because he was at least, you know, putting up some pretty big damage at that point in time. I did recover a little bit of health here and there, but I got it to a point where it was pretty much like I had 10 damage, he had 12 damage. And then I came back really well in terms of my drops, and had a good comeback, healed a little bit. Quinlan was on the board the whole entire time. He never really left the board. He just kind of was like, okay, well, we're ignoring him because of his really odd HP, and his attack was okay. So, but yeah, we made sure Quinlan was on the board. He was still, plugging in damage to units, and eventually I did win round 1. Round 2 was a complete shutout. The only notable thing I have here is Anakin at like 27 damage on base, deployed out, and he had a gun. Anakin had a gun, and he only hit me for a nice whopping 10 damage. Unfortunately, that's the only damage he was gonna get in, as I just destroyed him. I had like everything on the board. Round 2 was against Max. Max was playing a Padme deck, so I knew it was going to be very annoying with the restore that she has and a lot of other units. From what I heard from the get-go and around the tables is that he had a bunch of weenies. So 2 drops, 3 drops, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of swarm the board. And it was pretty much a stalemate. Until I started pumping in damage left and right. Had a huge the huge tank. I think it was the ion tank, I believe, that came out. Oh no, it was the heroism tank. That's what it was. It was that one, and it was just chunking in damage. It was protecting me. It was doing what it needed to do, which was actually really good. So I took game 1 toward the end, about like, I don't know, turn 15 or something like that, because he was just stalling. Unfortunately, round 2, it was a stall until we had time. At the end game, he had just a bunch of healing, and I just really couldn't, I couldn't do enough damage to him for time to hit. Round 3, we didn't have a round 3. However, we did a dice roll. We did a d20 roll, and he rolled a very low number of 2, and I rolled, I think it's a 7. So technically I won round 3. And the final match was Rob. He was playing a Dooku deck. And first round I got him. I disruptive blasted his whole entire battle droids, which really just swung the game in my favor. Round 2, he took it. It was a lot of late game cards and exploit. He had a really good exploit package with his game. And ultimately, we got to a third round where he just destroyed me. So, hey, listen, second place with this Voss deck is that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll take it. So there you guys have it. I actually went 2-1. I had some really fun matches, and as you know, the hilarious Anakin Skywalker with a gun, or a laser gun, I guess you can say, which is. Me and my friend, we were laughing our asses off about that one. That was just really funny, and it's still funny to me. I had a really good day today. I just came back home from ramen, so I had a lot of ramen food with good company, good friends, and even today too with the pre-release, like it was just fun. It was a total it was a victory Sunday. I don't really get those that much, but it's a little personal comment. But I had a lot of fun. It was a great day. Great. Now, let's talk about the prize support. The prize support is you participate in this pre-release, you get 1 free pack. So we got 1 free pack. And then for each win, we got another pack. So we got 2 packs. We got 3 packs altogether. And then this also came to light, too. I have these, and I'm like, what are these? They're very reflective. I'm like, what the hell are these? These are your Season 3 tournament packs. It's just foil. It reminds me of the McDonald's Yu-Gi-Oh! Foils, like when they have Yu-Gi-Oh on here and you get them from McDonald's. I'm like, they really cheaped out with this one. I mean, they did a really bad job with this. Like, before, the past 2 were like organized play season 2, here's some packs. This one's just like, here's a silver card, here's some silver foil. We have no time for this. It's like they kind of ran out of the budget for the year. But we're gonna open this up. We're gonna see some really cool exclusive starter cards. And The other one had, I think the other one had, oh god, the other one had, oh, the train. Always a welcome introduction to our videos is the train, plus our neighbors. But we have here, it's just like, it was, let me see if I have one over here. I do. Okay, so it went from like this shitty feel, it was from this awesome feel, which is like that paper feel, to a shitty plastic. I don't know, man. They gotta fix that. I want to look at like a cool picture on there or something. Unless the, you know, Emperor Palpatine's like, no, we can't have that because I am the Senate. That's the only thing I see. Separatist Commando, the 332nd Stalwart. Wow, I can't even say that right. And a foil clone cohort. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like I said, you'll be guys getting this every week at your locals. Some lovely starter cards, plus some lovely not starter cards. If I can get this open, that would be fantastic. Let's try this way. Alright, your boy here on Ultimate Unlimited can't even open this friggin' pack up. Oh my god. There we go. Hey, here we go. It's being very fidgety, so I'm not too sure about this one. General's Guardian. It's nice. Another Stalwart, and really? They gotta do better distribution of this, man. I swear to God. I hate when I get the same cards. Anyway, like I said, just start it, so, you know. Ooh, that was not good. That was not good. Two of the same cards, one was foil, one wasn't. Let's open our victory packs here, boys. Let's see what we get. Maybe get a legendary. Let's find out. Would make this day better if it was a lovely card. Right in the front. No, Shango Effect, damn it. Pike Place. Frigate. There's the blaster right there. The Anakin blaster, man. That was funny. When attached to unit, deal 1 damage to a ground unit. Oh, you could have done 1 damage to my ground unit. Daring Raid, Guarding the Way, Vanguard, Old Access Codes, Clone Trooper, Patrol Fighter, Hailfire Tank. That really knocked me out pretty hard. The ATT, Vanguard, Captain Typho, Lux Bonnery, Guerrilla Insurgency as a rare and on the doorstep as our foil. That's alright. That's in the right pack. Let's see what we got here. Next pack. Alright, let's see what we got. More Padmes. Okay. Pike Place in hyperspace. Nice bad. Tactical, Corvette, Rocket Droid, Pressure. I see something over here. There's a little bit of a crease on the top there. If you can probably see it right there. A little production crease. See a foil there. That's a disaffected Senator, that's for sure. Another Lux. Nameless Valor. Legendary Planetary Invasion. Nice. And a Phase 1 Clone Trooper foil. Okay, cool. We got a legendary. Along with our Darth Maul. Today's been a very aggressive kind of day. Where is my Darth Maul? Hold on a second. I gotta show you Darth Maul. That Darth Maul is too good, man. I like that. That came in handy a couple of times. But like I said, paying the, you know, like I said, I had to pay a little bit extra for him. So we got 2 legendaries off of that. So we're getting stuff here. Already 3 units. Each of them gets +1 and gains Overwhelm for the phase. I wish they attack immediately. That would be pretty crazy. Alright, last one. Can we get a showcase? I keep forgetting the name of it. I think showcase is what we need. And we're not going to look. Yu-Gi-Oh! No, Anakin. Okay. Tropica City, Warrior Drone, Rocket Droid, another hyperspace foil in the back. Grenade Strike, both sides Separatist, Favorable Delicate, Geonosis, Lethal Crackdown, another Savage Oppress, another on top of things. Sly Moore as our rare common. Oh, it's a regular foil Grenade Strike. It looked hyperspace, but so I will say we did get 2 legendaries today. We got Darth Mauls and we got Planetary Invasion. Not a bad pickup today. Not a bad pickup today. I can't complain. I had like I said, a fun time playing it. We'll see what weeklies do. We'll see which cards are good, which cards are bad. thanks you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz for these videos. Star Wars Ultimate Unlimited here, and I need rest. I need rest. I got work tomorrow, man. It sucks, but back to reality. Have a good one, guys. Take care.